Again, I have to be honest. I consistently think quite embarrassing that when Nigeria plays, if we're not in a major tournament, for the most part, we don't have names on the backs of our jerseys. You know, and I don't know. This lineup thing is a bit confusing. I thought Onyedika was starting, but Onyeka is the one on the field. Was that an error on? Ah, it was Onyeka, not Onyedika. That was probably my error. I misread that. Look at me. Apologies for anybody that was misled by that. Um, but yeah, the game is still goalless. Nothing really to report right now. Wow, I can't believe I actually made that error. But yeah, still goalless. Over 12 minutes played now in Uyo. 14 minutes played. Kelechi Iheanacho on the ball. Corner kick. Good touch, Osime. Onyeka. Good. Another corner. How did I make that mistake? I'm so mad at myself. It should be Onyeka, not Onyedika. Oh, that's a goal. That's a goal. Victor Osime, 1-0 to the Super Eagles. Top scorer. From a corner kick, Victor Osime gives Nigeria the lead. That is 1-0 to Nigeria. Victor Osime. I mean, who else was going to score for us? 1-0 to the Super Eagles. Victor Osime with the first goal in the 14th, 15th minute of the game. Good corner kick by Lookman. Keeper came for it, couldn't get there. Osime first to the header, doing what he does nearly every week in club football. And that's the opening goal for the Super Eagles. First goal scored. Now we go for 10. Yeah, the goalkeeper probably could have done better there. He didn't have to rush out for that ball. But he did nevertheless, and we'll take it 1-0 to Nigeria. 1-0. 1-0 to the Super Eagles. Someone said, I don't think you have a career in commentary. Don't worry, I'm not applying to be a commentator. I'm only reacting to the game. So thankfully, I don't know. Facebook people, I find so interesting. Shout out to everyone that follows us on Facebook. Shout out to all our followers on Facebook. But I always find it funny that you guys expect the game to be showing live. Copyright is a thing that exists. Copyright is a thing that exists. The moment you start streaming these games, your account gets banned. All the work that you've done for years gets deleted because you wanted to satisfy a couple people. You know, you guys always ask the same thing, but it's never going to be like that, unfortunately. Like, why would we work for 5 years to build the page and then lose it because of one match that we wanted to show? You need to try to understand. You can watch the game on Super Sports. I'm currently watching the game on Super Sports. So yeah, you can watch the game on Super Sports. Oh, why is AIT not showing it? I have no idea. I don't work for AIT. I wish I could answer that question, but I have no idea, honestly. Man, this feed is so annoying. Like, the feed is actually frustrating me. I think I need to get a better feed of this match. So, Tigers, if you don't want to watch my face, you don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. This is just an avenue to engage with our following who likes to have reactions. I likes to watch the game alongside other people. So we're virtually watching the game together. But you don't have to watch my face if you don't want to. Um, but yeah, appreciate your follow though. Appreciate your engagement for sure. It's still 1-0 to the Super Eagles. Um, 18 minutes into the game on my feed, which I know is a bit behind, but yeah, it's what I'm able to get from here, unfortunately. Who scored? Victor Osime. Victor Osime scored the goal for the Super Eagles from a corner kick, well taken by Ademola Lukman. Osime rose highest. The goalkeeper came out for it. Didn't get to the ball, and Osime did what he does best, puts it in the back of the net. The goal was scored in the 14th minute of the game. It's still 1-0 to the Super Eagles. We're almost 20 minutes in. I mean, a lot of people are expecting a big win. Still expecting a big win. We should be able to score 5 or 6 goals in this game, in my opinion, or it's a poor poor performance. Would I say, by the Super Eagles? Um, in the first match, in the first match, to be fair, it was also 1-0 after 20 minutes. We only scored our second goal in the 28th minute in the first match against Sao Tome. So, who's to say that we can't still go ahead and score 10? Hey, shout out to Samson Udoji. I see you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you. Osime, ooh, that was a half chance, nearly a goal, nearly the second goal. Taiwa Wuni just couldn't get on the end of it. Nearly the second goal for Nigeria there. Samson Udoji, if you'd like to support the stream, I think it's a lot easier on YouTube. You can we're also live streaming this watch along on YouTube. So on YouTube is a lot easier. Facebook, I don't know. Our Facebook sometimes can be a bit annoying. So if you'd like to support the stream, you'd like to send stars, you'd like to donate, always appreciated. But I think it's a lot easier on YouTube for us. I have to fix certain things with our Facebook and our monetization. Let me look on Facebook and see. No, the first half is still going on. The first half is still going on. Thank you, Patrick Samuel. I see you. Thank you very much, Patrick Samuel. I should send the YouTube link. Okay, I'll put the YouTube link in the chat for those of you that want to watch on there. 1 second, I'll put the YouTube link in the chat. But I appreciate everybody that's engaging. I love watching football with people. So when I'm home alone watching the Nigeria game, definitely live, and of course engage you guys in comments as much as possible, so that we can all react together. Okay, the YouTube link is now pinned. The YouTube link is now pinned, so you can go watch us on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Um, we have an interview with Ashley Plumter coming up soon. There's a bunch of interesting interviews already there for you to watch. Why is Gift Urban not in the lineup? So Gift Urban is he picked up an injury. So in training he was struggling to prove his fitness for this game. The coach decided unfortunately that it was not worth the risk. Even though we could have captured him today, um, but the coach decided that it was not worth the risk. So yeah, Gift Urban unfortunately cannot take part in today's game. Yesterday he was training alone, trying to get his body ready. It just didn't quite happen. And in a game that we've already qualified, for the tournament, and we're just playing to complete our fixtures, and fulfill our obligations. His club will probably not have been happy as well if we played him in this game and then he now worsened the injury. So I think the coach is doing the right thing. It's sad for we the fans because, of course, we would have liked to see Urban in action, but I think the coach is doing the right thing. 25 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, playing at home in the Godzilla Pabio Stadium in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. I mean, we're controlling the game for the most part, 71% possession. We're just not quite connecting in attack as much as I would have liked us to. Um, 7 shots so far, 2 shots on targets. Don't worry, in the first game that we won 10-0, Our second goal came in the 28th minute. So we have time. We have time. We have some time. If we get another goal or two in this first half, then no reason why we can't go and score six. I love how our standards are so high for Nigerian football. You know, we have such a quality crop of players. And again, I mean, to be fair, we're playing against a relatively poor opposition. But then something that's interesting to note is that, something that's interesting to note is that since the game that we beat Sao Tome and Principe 10-0, if you look at their fixtures, since they lost 10-0 against Nigeria, they've actually been quite solid defensively. They've not conceded more than two goals in any match since they lost 10-0 against Nigeria. They've not conceded more than two goals. So they've stepped things up for themselves. We have to say that they've stepped things up for themselves. Iheanacho to Ndidi to Lookman cuts in again, takes a shot, and that is the second goal from the edge of the box. A fine strike by Ademola Lookman. Super Eagles are 10-0 up against Sao Tome and Principe. Iheanacho did a good job to bring the ball up, and progress the play for the Eagles. He played it inside to Wilfred Ndidi. Ndidi played it further left to Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman cuts in, faked shots the first time, faked shot the second time, and then drilled it low into the bottom left corner. 2-0 to the Super Eagles. Just like I said, in the first game that we played against them and we won 10-0, we scored our second goal in 28 minutes. This second goal today comes in the 27th minute. So no reason why we can't go ahead and score another route. No reason why we can't do that. So yeah, 2-0 to the Super Eagles. Indeed, the skipper of the night gets an assist. Okay, let's keep it coming, boys. Let's keep it coming. More goals. Let's keep it coming. See, you see, for the person that said I don't have a future in commentary, what I was just saying about us scoring the first goal in the 28th minutes and the second goal in 28 minutes in the last match. Commentator the talk I'm here today. Oh. So please, I can actually make it as a commentator. I have my facts too. You know, yeah. But yes, 2-0 to the Super Eagles. Osimhen with the opener and Ademola Lookman with a fine finish for the second goal. Let's keep it coming, boys. I guess one of my big points in this game is I hope we don't concede. Nacho too slow to release that ball there. And I really want Awoni to score today. Awoni um is someone that a lot of Nigerian fans, have been saying, oh, he has not impressed for us, he has not done that well for us. I really hope Awoni can score a goal. Ooh! Good link up. Good link up. Iheanacho puts it in the back of the net, but it's offside. It was a nice sequence of play there between Iheanacho, Osimhen. One touch, Osimhen with a back heel flick. Iheanacho slots it in, but it was offside. That would have been the third goal. But we still have to apply the rules. It was Iheanacho to Awoni, back to Osimhen, back to Iheanacho. Just offside. Seeing the replay, he looked quite close. Just offside, but offside nevertheless. One assist, one goal for Aduma Lukman. Yes, probably the highest rated player so far in the game. Um, this game is being played at the pace of a friendly match. The game is being played at the pace of a friendly match. It's so slow, gradual progression. You know, and I like this goalkeeper jersey. Francis Zoho is looking good in this goalkeeper jersey. Zoho is looking good in this goalkeeper jersey. The jersey is fine. Frank Onyeka on the ball, turns, pirouettes to Olaino. I'm happy to see Olaino back in his squad as well. Playing from his preferred right side of defense rather than left, where he's been playing for his club this season. Iheanacho is running the midfield. I like it. And when Olaino overlaps a little bit on the right hand side, Iheanacho is coming more inside, which of course is more natural for him, because he doesn't play as a winger for his club. Oh, somebody said it's 2-0. I have not updated the graphic. Sorry for that. I've been excited. I'll update the graphic now. Sorry about that, guys. Um, Temi, Temi probably just joined, and that's the first thing he saw, and is calling me out. But yeah, I'll update the graphic shortly. But yes, it is 2-0 to the Super Eagles. Osimhen with the first goal, Lukman with the second. This Sao Tome and Principe jersey just look like waiting there, just print for Alaba market before they come match. Sure. Awoni! Ooh! Offside, but he didn't score. Honestly, to me, it looked like secondary school jersey. It looked like secondary school jersey. This Sao Tome and Principe kits. That was on. Oh, I mean, there's. I don't think there's VAR. It was onside to me from the replay, but Awoni didn't score anyways. I'm watching it on Super Sports, guys. I'm watching it on Super Sports. So if you have access to Super Sports, you can definitely watch it as well. Okay. So if you're wondering, if you're still wondering, in the first match that we won 10-0, our third goal came in the 43rd minute. Our third goal came in the 43rd minute. So we still have time to score the third goal. We actually went into halftime of that game at 3-0, and we scored 7 goals in the second half. So the boys are still on track. They can still deliver what needs to be done in this game. In the game we won 10-0. Our third goal only came in the 43rd minute. We went into halftime at 4-0, at 3-0. So lots of time for them to score goals. Nacho on the ball. Left foot tries to call it in. It's deflected, another corner. So Gregory, we still have to use our best team for this kind of game, because the coach needs to build chemistry. He needs to prepare them for competitive fixtures. After this game, our next fixture is a World Cup qualifier. With the new system of World Cup qualification that we have in Africa now, well, the new old system, the old system that they brought back, we cannot afford to not, have players that fully understand their roles and understand their jobs. So I think it was a good decision to use the strong players in this game for sure. You know, um, Home-based players will just have to earn their spots in the squad. Really, I think the coach had to play with a strong side today. Let them build chemistry, let them build that camaraderie between each other. Like I said, the game is being played at like a training pace, but it's more so about, okay, when this guy's on the ball, where do I go? When this guy's making a run, where do I pass it? Building that chemistry with each other and knowing how each other play. It will be important for when we face the teams like um like South Africa that's in our group. The Oban says Osimhen needs competition. Chuba Akpom is better. Akpom is better than who? Osimhen? Or better than who? That's because if you're talking about Osimhen, that's not factual. I don't like the way we counter attack. I don't quite like the way we counter attack. Well, 38 minutes gone, 2-0 to the Super Eagles. So if we're keeping on track with our previous fixture against Sao Tome and Principe, we need to score the third goal in the next um 5 minutes of the game, going to halftime at 3-0, which is what we did in the last match. If you're just joining us, it's 2-0 to the Super Eagles in this AFCON 2023 to be played in 2024 qualification match against Sao Tome and Principe. Victor Osimhen got us started in the 13th minute with a nice header from Anaduma Lukman corner kick. And then Lukman himself got on the score sheet in the 27th minute with a fine strike from the edge of the box into the bottom left corner. We've had a few half chances since then. Iheanacho scored one that was ruled out for offside. Awoni had a good chance, which he didn't score but was ruled as offside anyways. A few half chances for Osime and Awoni as well. Super Eagles are fully in control of this match. Um, it's just a matter of how many we win by. Sao Tome and Principe have not really had a chance in this first half. They had one good set piece. Uzoho came to claim the ball fairly easily. Yeah, Super Eagles are fully in control. Nacho, good ball. Osime crosses it in. Oh, I went corner kick. Hey, Nacho Okoneke? Uh, okay, so we're just about to hit the 43rd minute. No third goal yet, but we're fully in control of this fixture. Hey, Nacho is playing senior man ball in that midfield, trying to run the occasion, control things. Oh, Frank Onyeka, they just sold you there. Onyeka he's been quite good so far this game though. Indeed, as well has one assist. Calvin Bassey and Semi Ajayi have been composed in defense. Haven't seen as much of Bruno Onyemaechi as you would have thought. Haven't seen as much of him so far. It's so different because when when we're playing with Zedu Sanusi, it's such a left back that likes to get involved in everything, always bombing down that left flank. Whether or not he needs to, he's running, making full steam ahead. Whereas Bruno is a left back that picks his moments a lot more. Isn't as pacey, so he's not just going to run forward every single time just in case he doesn't get the ball. Um, but he's also quite good. A very solid option to have. Arizona Patrick, I responded to somebody earlier about this thing. It's not a waste of funds. We need to prepare ourselves for the competitive games. We need to build more chemistry. We need to build more camaraderie between the players. What happens when we don't have some of our players available, like how we don't have Iwobi? The players need to know how to play with each other. So even though we're playing against Sao Tome and Principe, we cannot just go for a weak team. This is a It's an AFCON qualification match, man. We have to play our strong side. Um, Again, home-based players just need to earn their way into the squad if they want to feature. I'm also someone that doesn't believe that the national team should just be given to people. You call a bunch of home-based players that, frankly, don't are not the best players for Nigeria. Let's say our best squad. People have traveled from far and wide for this game as well. They want to see Osimhen, they want to see Ndidi, they want to see Awoni, they want to see the stars. The best players. People want to watch the best football. You have to respect every fixture like it's a serious one. Of course, the coach will probably make subs in the second half. Onyeka, it will probably make subs in the second half and bring on the likes of the Bonifaces, you know. But if you are watching on YouTube, now is a good time to support the channel, support the stream by just clicking that sign, at the bottom of your screen, that money sign, and send in a super sticker, super chat. You know, supporting the stream. Let us know that you love us. Let us know that you care. Just click that button, and you can give a little something um, for all the work that we do. It is nearly halftime. We're into the first minute of stoppage time now in the first half. Still 2-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Victor Osimhen scored the first goal, and Ademola Lookman got the second goal. And halftime, 2-0 at halftime. 2-0 at halftime. Okay, what did you guys think of the first half? What did you guys think of the first half? What did you guys think of the first half? It is 2-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Sao Tome and Principe. I mean, an opponent that we beat 10 in the first leg. But again, I'll keep reiterating this. In that first match, we went into halftime at 3-0 and we scored 7 goals in the second half. So 2-0 in this game at halftime means that we can score like eight in total, six in the second half. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But yeah, we're fully in control. We could have created more chances. We could have taken more chances. But nevertheless, it's a good one from the Super Eagles. You know, they're not killing themselves. Like I said, the game is being played at training pace. You know, the players are almost walking. You know, they're almost walking in the game. They're not like sprinting down the line and killing themselves. So 2-0 is pretty fair for the way this first half went. I just hope that the second half they can score some more goals for the fans in the stadium, for the fans watching at home. It would be nice to see. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought or think of the first half. Arizona Patrick, you're welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. It is halftime at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Don Danny says they should give us a penalty. Gregory says that it's especially when it comes to goalkeeper and defender. At the moment, the department second class. We don't have a full bench rotation of defense and goalkeeping backup quality. As a population of 200 million, we need to promote our local players back home. Offensive departments, I can agree that we might have space for home base, but even I would still have new upcoming kids in Europe a chance. I don't know. Like I think it's a thing of I would never agree that people should just be gifted a spot in the Super Eagles squad, frankly. You know, and that's just a personal opinion that I hold. I never want to see people gifted a spot in the squad. You know, Super Eagles is supposed to be for the best of the best. The best footballers in the country play for the national team, the Super Eagles. We have the chance squad, we have other squads for other players, but the Super Eagles should be the team of the best in the country. And if those home based players are not amongst the best players that we have, then unfortunately they just don't get called up. Uh, Again, it's not to knock them. It's not like they're not good players, but we know the way the Nigerian league is. Most of the home-based players, if they get one chance to move abroad, they move abroad. We see them move to even leagues that are not credible or are not top leagues around the world. You know, with our goalkeepers, as much as we might knock Zoho, we might knock, the goalkeepers that we have. If the goalkeepers, I mean, it's not 100% for everybody, but were better than Mizuho, they will probably be in a club abroad as well. You know, and at the end of the day, the coach is the one that gets the ultimate say in who he selects. You know, if they're better than Adelaide, they'll probably be in the school, they'll probably be abroad as well, and they wouldn't be stuck in Nigeria because we know that the Nigerian league is not the highest level of competition. Same with our defenders. You say our defenders, are not that great. But Calvin Bassey plays for Fulham in the English Prem. Bruno plays in the Portuguese league. I know plays in the English Prem. Ajayi plays in the English Championship. The defenders in Nigeria, I'm not saying that they're not good defenders, the home-based defenders, but if they were better than those guys that we have playing abroad, then they'll probably be playing abroad as well. We know how it is. The best talents in Nigeria move abroad. Our league is not so great that people are just that good, but they just decide to stay because they don't want to travel to Europe. 99% of the players in our league are looking for a move to Europe. That's almost the fact. So I don't just think, oh, call home based players just for the sake of calling them. You know, the the league is not the national team is not to promote people. You know, they should go and pay for PR. The national team is not a place to promote people. The national team is a place for the best players from the country. If a young talent is that good, they will get into the national team. We see Urban in the national team now. We see Boniface in the national team now. It's because they are that good. It's not because they are trying to promote them. Look at Boniface already scoring goals in the Bundesliga before he gets his first call up. It needs to be something that you work so hard for. And when you get it, you're like, yes, thank God. I finally got called up. Not something that they will just, yeah, just pick some boys because we want to promote them. Honestly, that's how I feel about the national team. Again, and people always use this thing of, oh, Nations Cup was won by Sunday, but didn't he play back home? Yes, it was won by Sunday, but yes, he played back home. But there are two things that you have to look at. When Sunday scored that goal in 2013, our league was much better than it is now. That's the first thing you have to look at. Our league was much better than it is now. And secondly, with all due respect to Sunday, what happened to his career after? The reality of it is that on any given day, if the moment is right, if you are meant to be there, you can score a goal for the national team. You know, but at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will hand people call-ups. Stephen Keshi, God rest his soul, the coach at the time, he evaluated the squad and he saw that those players were fit to be a part of the squad. If a home-based player is fit, and is good enough to be part of the squad, they will be. They will be. I mean, Coach Jose Pesero has been going around the country watching different league matches, to try to spot the players that he likes. Um, if a player is good enough, they will be called up. I'm not saying that, oh, you cannot call any home-based player. If they are good enough, call them up. But you cannot just say, oh, you must call them up if the coach doesn't believe that they are better than the options that he has abroad. And that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, we have Oloro Leke Ojo um, in the squad. He's a home-based player. Gregory says our mindset is messed up. Um, our mindset is messed up. What did he say? Every other nation, whether it's Asian or Arab nation, only promote their own players back home. It's not just picking random kids back home who don't deserve it. We are blessed with talents back home. No excuse. I mean, Gregory, feel free to disagree. If you think my mindset is messed up, fine. But again, like I said, I just don't believe that players should get caught up unless they are very deserving of the call up. Asian leagues are better than our league. They have competitive leagues that are run very professionally. The Arab leagues are better than our league. They run very professionally. So yes, they call players from their league because their leagues are well run, and those players deserve to be in the team. But they also call players from abroad because South Korea will never not call Son Heung-min to the team, you know, because he's their best player at the end of the day. They will never not call Kim Min Jae, who now plays for Bayern Munich. So it's just the way it is. If the home based players earn their spots in the squad, call them up. I'm not saying don't call them up. If they earn their spots, by all means, call them up. Let them show what they have to do. I mean, look at Anayo Wala. For some time, Uwala was getting caught up because it was good. But again, the way we use our home-based players for national team is not right. They use it to shop players. Once they play national team a couple times, they move abroad. Once they move abroad, you don't call them up again. Did they suddenly become bad players? I mean, look at Uwala. Since he moved abroad, he hasn't been called up. Did he suddenly become a bad player? So that's what I'm saying. Like they need to really, really work for it and earn it. And I know we have some top-notch home-based players, but again, if they get caught up to the national team, they play 1, 2, 3 matches, they will move abroad. All of a sudden, they are no longer home based. What now happens? We have to go and look for new ones. So I think it's just a very tricky thing. Hey, thank you, Manoj Amobi. I see you. Thank you for the super chat. What is your view on Ahmed Musa's statement? If you can just clarify what statement you're referring to, and I'll tell you my view. Just so I'm sure what exactly you're referring to. Let me know what statement you're talking about. Temi says, I think our midfield needs 1 or 2 more legs. If he can't find them abroad, where else should he find them? Again, if the coach thinks that he really, really does need more midfielders, I agree with you 100%. You know, look at home if we don't have enough midfield options abroad. But then people will argue that players like Alassane Yusuf, players like Ika are still being benched. He only got caught up for the second or third time now. He doesn't get caught up most times. Players like Ifeanyi Matthew are there. Players like Chuba Akpom, who can play as a midfielder slash forward, are there. Um, and then the coach believes that the players like Aribo are better than the options that he has. Bruno Onyemaichi is playing for Boa Vista FC in the Portuguese Primeira Liga. Gregory said, we're a consumer nation. We don't like to promote our own. I don't understand this promote thing. Like, what is the national team is not for promotion. Like, it's not a play to market people. The national team is for the best players that the country has. Like, I don't understand this whole promote. Like, again, like I've said, they've done it in the past. They've used national team to promote people. And then what happens? You promote them, then they go abroad. Then all of a sudden you need to promote a new person. You can't use the national team like that. You can't run football like that. Nobody runs their football like that. You guys need to understand this thing. Like national team is not a marketing avenue. Like I don't know. I honestly find it funny sometimes. Like the national team is not a marketing place. It's for the best players that the country has to offer to come and show what they can do. But I mean, everybody has their opinion at the end of the day. You say foreign players. Osime is not a foreign born player. Awoni is not a foreign born player. Mbidi is not foreign born. Iheanacho is not foreign born. Bruno is not foreign born. Onyeka is not foreign born. So these are all players that started from Nigeria. So I honestly don't understand. The Urban says it's not about promoting the local league, rather it is looking inward for quality options. And I fully agree with that. Look inward for solid options. I agree. There is no reason not to. I agree. Look inward, and if those options are better than the ones that you have, call them up. I fully agree. I fully agree with that. Like I have nothing to debate there. Look inward for solid options. If they are better than what you have in the team currently, call them up. I'm fully in agreement. But the key thing is they have to be good enough. They have to be better than the other options. You can't just call them up because oh, you want to call home base. They have to be better. They have to be good enough. And I would never say, oh, don't call somebody up if the player is that good. I mean, when they called Anayo Wala, that that I spoke about earlier, everybody saw how good Iwala was. Everybody saw how good he was. He deserved to be in the national team. It's halftime, guys. If you're just joining us, it's halftime. 2-0 to the Super Eagles. We're just waiting for the second half to kick off from the Godzilla Paboyo Stadium in Uyo Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria. Osime got us started in the 13th minute with a fine header from an Ademola Lookman corner kick. And then um, Ademola Lookman got himself on a score sheet, assisted by Wilfred Ndidi, with a shot from the edge of the box, drilled low into the bottom left side of the goal. And it's 2-0 at halftime. We're currently on track based on the last game that we won 10-0. You know, we're currently looking at this game maybe scoring 8-0 in this game rather than 10 because we only scored 2 in the first half, and in the other game we had scored 3 in the first half. So there's still a lot more that can come from the players. There's still a lot more that can come from the players. What do you think of the right wing? The right wing is okay so far. I wouldn't knock it. The two goals that we've scored have kind of come from the right wing. Um, for the first goal was a corner kick, but we've had some other chances. Cho is actually building up the play quite well, in my opinion. You know, he's moving the ball forward. He's progressing the ball forward well, in my opinion. You know, and for the goal that Ademola Lookman scored, it started from the right wing. Then Nacho passed it inwards in Didi. Didi gave it to Lukman and then he scored. I like how I know and Nacho are reading each other. When I know goes forward, Nacho comes inside. When Nacho is wide, I know stays back a little bit. But could it be better? Yes, of course. Chukwueze is a natural right winger, so he'll probably be doing a better job. He'll be able to take on their left back a lot more. Nacho is not really taking on their left back. He's getting the ball, he's moving forward, and then he's cutting inside or he's laying it off to somebody else. So we can definitely get better in that regard, I would say. Yeah, Nacho is drifting inside. Yeah, I agree with me. He's drifting inside. Um, Ola says ex Nigerian players like Finidi scout and make recommendations where we come up short. I don't think we can win this AFCON. Niger people, man, we like to doubt ourselves too much. We like to doubt ourselves too much. You know, we can't win this AFCON. We just need to get things right. We need to play like a team. We need to play well. That is more reason why the coach needs to use his best players in a game like this and not just play random players that are not going to make it into the AFCON squad. We can't win the AFCON. We have the players. We have the team. We just need to get our setup right. I believe we can win the AFCON. Who scored the two goals? Osime scored the first goal. Osime scored the first goal, and Ademola Lookman scored the second goal for the Super Eagles. Osime scored the first goal. Ademola Lookman scored the second goal. Um, Philip says, I think problem of calling home-based players national team is problem of local coaches and reaching the capacity of coaches training to help players development and identification. Who would you want to see come on in the second half? I want to see Victor Boniface at some point. I want to see Victor Boniface. I want to see Samuel Chukwueze. I want to see Raphael Onyedika. I think those are the three players that I really want to see in the second half. Boniface, because I want him to bring his swagger, I want him to bring his flair, his skill to the attack and see what he can offer. Chukwueze, because I want him to bring his pace and his directness to our attack.
and I think he can cause problems for their defense. He can make them make errors. He can help us score more goals. And Onyedika, because I think Onyedika does a good job of playing box to box. Um, Onyeka is a senior player to him. Onyeka is playing in a tougher division. But in terms of just that ability to move the ball and drive the play forward, I think Onyedika has some serious talent. And it will be nice to see what he can offer in this match. So those three players, I would say, I definitely want to see on the field. Um, Please, we need to play more friendly matches with many more teams, right teams in Europe to help boost our squad morale and winning ability. I mean, we definitely need to play more friendly matches. I would agree with you on that. We need to play more friendly matches for sure, for sure. Gregory just the Rex. Can someone explain why we had the 7th year coach? Our current coach has zero quality. Let's hire a local Nigerian African coach. If we don't hire a local coach, at least let's hire a Vanga Mourinho ATC. Uh, Gregory, this your matter don't tire me. Oh. This your matter don't tire me. This your matter don't tire me. At the end of the day, see, everybody has different opinions. Our local coaches, you know, they should apply for the job. I don't even know what to say. Like, if you believe that everything that go, we should not consume foreign things, that's fine. Everybody has their opinion. Yeah, these boys are not giving us value for viewership. People came to watch a great match, but they are making it boring by slowing down the game. They've turned it into a practice match. Why bother bringing on this and they can't press consistently for 45 minutes non-stop. Also, we expect all the new boys should start the over match so Nigerians can see what they are made of. Why put Eboyi, Boniface all on the bench? Let them start, then bring in the big boys later. Almost domino. I mean, I would agree with you that the game is very slow. I've been saying it. The game is being played at practice pace. The game is not fast. They are taking their time on every touch, on every ball. This is not the pace that the AFCON will be played at for sure. It's definitely not the pace that a World Cup will be played at. It's a very slow. It looks like a practice game. Um, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The opposition is not coming at us as well. The boys are just taking their time. Do you think Osimhen should be subbed off or allowed to make a hat trick? I was fully involved in the first half. I would say keep Osimhen for another 15 minutes in the second half. Give him another 15 minutes. Let him try to score one or two more goals, and then you sub him off and bring on a Victor Boniface. Um, that's what I think. You know, Osimhen. I haven't seen the updated list, but I think Osimhen is probably the highest goal scorer in the qualification round already. Um, so he has nothing else that he needs to really do. Just give him another 10, 15 minutes, see if he can score one or two more, and then you take him off. Yes, I also want to see a goal for Awoni. I want to see a goal for Awoni. I do want to see a goal for Awoni. I mean, I want Awoni to get on the score sheet. Who is the holding midfielder and attacking midfielder? I mean, we are playing holding Wilfred Ndidi. We don't really have an attacking midfielder. Onyeka is playing a box to box role, and Ian Acho is cutting in from the right wing to create chances for us in the center of the park. So no real attacking midfielder is on the field right now. In the sense of just somebody that is trying to create chances non-stop. I need to update my graphic as well. One second, guys. Be right back. Unfortunately, I cannot show the game live because of copyright issues. I am just giving my commentary on how the game is going and engaging with people as much as possible. Unfortunately, we're unable to show the live stream because of copyright issues. We don't want our page to get banned. Sorry, guys. Just not possible. Strong starts to the second half, and Taiwo Awoni has scored his goal. Taiwo Awoni has scored his goal in the 51st minute of the game. Taiwo Awoni has scored in the 51st minute of the game. That goal that I've been asking for has come. Taiwo Awoni, happy to see him get, you know, on the score sheets. Super is showing Cyprus. What is going on? Okay, Super Sports, you people are fixed up. I'm like, why are we seeing something else? Man, sometimes Africa, our performance in all these streaming things, they just always shock me. But Awoni has got his goal. Awoni has got his goal. It's 3-0 to the Super Eagles now. 3-0 in the 55th minute of the game now. 3-0 to Nigeria. I think we're on track to score 6 goals in this match or 7 goals. But let's see. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, you can support the stream with the super chats, super sticker. Ooh, ooh, look at this boy. You're being disrespectful. Look at I not trying to embarrass one of these Sao Tome defenders. Right back giving us a nice skill over there. Unfortunately, he ended up fouling the player because the player was like, "I'm not having any of this disrespect." But yeah, it's 3-0. Facebook people, I love you guys. I've explained this depressed now. And one thing that I find so interesting about Nigerians, they want you to do them a favor, but they will be insulting you in the process. Hey, we're not watching you, please. Hey, see your face, we want to see, but you are still asking me to show the game for you. Eh? Is that supposed to motivate me? But nevertheless, we can't show the game because of copyright reasons. I've explained that numerous times. I've explained that on previous watch alongs. It's simply not allowed. The page will get banned, will get deleted because we are trying to satisfy a handful of people. This is supposed to be a watch along to engage, talk about the game, to react to the game with other football loving Nigerian fans. So thank you very much. Everyone understands that. If you don't like a watch along, if you're not used to the concept of a watch along, you can of course just leave the stream, you know, and no hard feelings. But thank you to everyone that is engaging. Thank you to everyone that is watching. I appreciate you, of course. Woo! That Awoni go. And I try with a loop over the ball. Awoni chest control, almost falling down, and then takes it into the back of the net brilliantly. That's a fine, fine, fine goal that Awoni scored. I'm happy that he got on the score sheet because a lot of people have been doubting him, you know. And then celebrates with his shin pads, you know, kissing his or putting his shin pad in front of his face. I'm very, very happy for Taiwo Awoni, you know, on form in the Premier League, and then also getting on the score sheet for the Super Eagles. 3-0 to Nigeria in the 58th game. Yeah, I also want to see Boniface on the field. I also want to see Boniface. I'm hoping they bring him on soon. It's already the 60th minute. You know, this is when coaches would usually start making changes. Usually, it would be nice to see Victor Boniface get like 30 minutes to show himself. I know Boniface likes this kind of game, you know. It's not a very intense match. So he'll be able to really ball and show himself. And Boniface has so much skill and so much technique. I love watching him play. I would love to see him in this game as well. Excuse me. I need water. I've been talking too much. Nice combination play, Lukman and Iheanacho. Hey, Samson. Sorry. I'm watching the game on Super Sports, guys. I'm watching the game on Super Sports. This is an avenue to engage, to chat, to react to the game, as we're all watching together on our various screens at home. So free kick to Nigeria. Boniface and Aribo are getting ready to come on. They are receiving their final instructions from the coach. Boniface and Aribo are getting ready to come on. That was a poorly worked set piece. I'm not sure what the plan was, but we gave away possession to Sao Tome pretty easily. Look, man. Ooh, nice cut back. Oh, try to play it to Osimhen. Osimhen still has the ball. Can't find the space for the shots. Gives it. Oh, man. That would have been a fine goal if Lukman was able to score. I think Ehenacho got the shot off eventually, but it was blocked by a Sao Tome defender. Um, Corner kick to Nigeria. Ehenacho is taking it. Ehenacho of the ball into the box. Another corner to the Super Eagles. How many corners have we had in this game? 7 corner kicks to 0 for Sao Tome. It is time for Aribo and Boniface. Victor Boniface comes on for Taiwo Awoni, and Joe Aribo comes on for Frank the Tank, Frank Onyeka. Boniface made his debut for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Congratulations to him. He's worked really hard to get to this point. Congratulations to Victor Boniface making his debut for the Super Eagles. Corner kick goes short. Nothing comes of it. Super Eagles are well in control of this game. It's just a matter of how many goals we will score. Um, Sao Tome have had almost nothing to show for their efforts, throughout this match. Cut back. It is still 3-0 to the Super Eagles in the 66th minute of the game. Osimhen with the opening goal, Lukman with the second, and Taiwo Awoni with the third goal. A beautiful finish for the third goal. I think definitely the best of the bunch, in my opinion. But yeah, Super Eagles are fully in control of this match in the second half.
Will go through as group winners, and as well as the kudos and the prestige. Winning the group will result in an easier draw come the Africa Cup of Nations in January in Côte d'Ivoire. Well, halfway through the second half, that means just a quarter of the game to go. And if they're looking for crumbs of consolation, Sao Tome, they're doing a lot better than in the reverse game. At which point, I think, if memory serves,
Penalty. Penalty to the Super Eagles. Osime fouled by the goalkeeper. That's a clear penalty. That's a clear penalty. And it looks like Osime is going to take the pen himself. Osime places the ball. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Looking for his second goal of the game. Osime is looking for his ninth goal of the qualifiers. Osime scores 4-0 to the Super Eagles. 4-0 to the Super Eagles. Well converted penalty by Victor Osimhen. 4-0 to the Super Eagles. Osimhen gets his second of the night, of the evening, his ninth goal in the qualifiers. And we are running. Two in the first half, two already in the second half. Well placed to the bottom right corner, the left hand of the goalkeeper. Takes off his mask to celebrate. Yes, cruising to the victory here. Cruising to the victory here. Chukwueze is coming on. 4-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Osimhen 2 goals on the evening. Ademola Lookman with 1, and Taiwo Awoniyi with the best of the bunch. Right now, we're about to see the introductions for Samuel Chukwueze and Tyrone Ebuehi. Both about to come on. Chukwueze and Ebuehi are no stranger to the Super Eagles squad. Ebuehi has been out of the squad for a while now. I mean, he was part of the 2018 World Cup squad, actually. Um, and it's good to see Tyrone Ebuehi back with the Super Eagles. I've actually missed him quite a bit. It's good to see Ebuehi back. I've missed him quite a bit. Ola Aino goes off for Ebuehi, and Kelechi Iheanacho goes off for Samuel Chukwueze. It's 4-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I hope Boniface can score a goal. A debut goal for Boniface will be a nice one for him. Chukwueze, Boniface, he passed it. Why is he passing it? Oh, that was Osimhen. Why is he passing it, man? Take your hat trick. It was not even Boniface, it was Osimhen. Why are you passing the ball? Chukwu has already given you the ball. My guy, finish his thing. Now wow. I need them to score 2 more in this match, at least 2 more. Indeed, nice ball. Was poorly controlled. Sao Tome get the ball back. It's still 4-0 to the Super Eagles. Oh man, Nigerians are such interesting people. I love you guys, man. I don't think if I could change my nationality, I don't think I would change it, man. I want to be a Nigerian regardless. We're such an interesting set of people. Osime scored two, Ademola Lukman and Awoni scored one apiece. Awoni had the best goal of the evening, a fine ball in from Kelechi Iheanacho, took it on his chest, and almost a scissors kick while he was falling down into the back of the net. Best goal of the. Oh, nice combination play. Shoot somebody. Thank you. When like I like fancy football. I like all the flick we're trying to do. But can we just score? We don't have to score the perfect goal every single time. Sometimes just put the ball and try to get a goal. All of you that are shouting, leave the screen. I Oh, Osimhen! Hat trick! Hat trick! Victor Osimhen! 5-0. 5-0. Victor Osimhen. 5-0. Victor Osimhen. Now the coach can probably take him off. He's done his job. 5-0 to the Super Eagles. Osimhen gets his hat trick. Unstoppable scorer. Unstoppable scorer. Victor Osimhen. See, I like all this flick, but I don't know. Sometimes it's too much. But this was a nice one. Assist by Chukwueze, his good friend. I mean, a bunch of nice flicks. Chukwueze with the final pass on his left foot. Osimhen with the simple finish, or at least he made it look simple. Boniface flick to Chukwueze flick to Ndidi flick. Chukwueze fine pass. Osimhen fine finish. Osimhen gets his hat trick. Super Eagles are up 5-0 in Uyo. And we're cruising. We're cruising. One more, boys. One more. One more. Osimhen, top goal scorer of the qualifying round. He's killing it, man. Best striker in the world. What are you talking about? You are using your data. I'm also using my data, John Monday. You people that are shouting, put $200 in the super chat. Then we can start the conversation. I finally found a way that we can try to cheat the rules a little bit and have the game showing for people that can't watch it at home. And then people still want to finish me with insults. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let them take my page down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to let them take my page down. You have to deal with this. John Monday, you're using your data. I'm also using my data to stream the game, and to be live on YouTube, and on Facebook. So put $200 in the super chat. Let's even know that you're encouraging the channel. Let's know that you're supporting the channel. Let's know that you're supporting the channel. Put $200 in the super chat. We begin the conversation. Don't just be ordering somebody on what to do on their own platform. Nigerians, man, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Wilfred Ndidi is off. Wilfred is on his way off. Rafael Onyedika is coming on for the final 9+ minutes of the game. Ndidi has done quite a good job today, better than his previous matches. I mean, of course, opposition today is not a high level opposition, but still, Ndidi has done quite well. Got himself an assist as well. Can't complain too much about his performance. Solid in midfield. 82 minutes, one assist, two chances created, 9 duels won, 3 tackles. Good job on the evening, Wilfred Ndidi. We're cruising to this win. George Hart, thank you. Person we appreciate me. Thank you. Thank you very much, George Hart. The score is 5-0. 5-0. A hat trick for Victor Osimhen, and then goals apiece for Ademola Lookman and Taiwo Awoni. Best goal of the night for me goes to Taiwo Awoni. Osimhen's hat trick goal is a close second. Thank you for those that appreciate me. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Toyib, Ajoku, Taidada. If them delete my page, and I don't go give me new page, but you people can insult me. But yeah, thank you very much to those of you that understand the situation. I'm doing the best that I can without getting my page flagged or getting my page banned. I have to run commentary. I have to split the screen. I have to take it off every now and again. That's the only way we can make it work. Otherwise, oh, Boniface pass to Chukwueze, 6-0. Boniface assist on his debut. Chukwueze with the goal. 6-0. 6-0. This is what I was expecting. I said they need to score 6 at least. And we've got the 6. Boniface with an assist on his debut. I'm happy. Chukwueze, fine goal. And it's 6-0 to the Super Eagles. Can we add one more? Can we add one more? We still have 5 minutes to go. Can we add one more? Can we add one more? Gift Urban is not playing today. Gift Urban is injured. He suffered a knock in training, so unfortunately, Gift Urban cannot play today. Eze Ungwake. Unfortunately, I can't really do that because it's too much of a risk. If you are not present on the screen, they then they know that you are trying to violate their copyrights. Even this is already a risk, but I'm doing it because I love you guys. This is a risk, but I'm doing it because I love you guys. You know. But yeah, if you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. You can leave that, leave a super sticker, support the channel so that we can bring you more watch alongs. We can bring you content. There's so much already quality Nigerian football content on the channel already. Interviews with Super Falcons players, with Super Eagles players, breakdowns, analysis, previews, reviews. So much quality content already on the channel. Subscribe, support the channel however you can. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're heading into the 90th minute of the game. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Victor Osimhen, the hat trick hero. Never a doubt, man. Osimhen is so good. You know that he's going to score in every match that he plays for us. Almost every match, honestly. No doubts. Who has the armband now that Ndidi is off? If I'm not mistaken, it should be Uzoho. Oh no, Osimhen has the armband. Osimhen has the armband. Osimhen has the armband. Osimhen has the armband. So Captain Osimhen with the hat trick. Osimhen is Nigeria's Lewandowski, or Lewandowski is Poland's Osimhen. Just over a minute left in the game. Just over a minute left in the game. Cruising to a 6-0 win over Sao Tome and Principe. Hat trick for Victor Osimhen, and then goals for Ademola Lookman, Taiwo Awoni, and Samuel Chukwueze. A very simple victory. Um, a very simple victory. But yeah, nevertheless, a win is a win. Um, Jordan Torunariga did not make his debut. Jordan Torunariga didn't make his debut, unless I missed it. I don't believe he made his debut. Gift Orban couldn't play today, so he didn't make his debut either. We've seen a debut for Victor Boniface, an assist on his debut for the final goal. Fantastic, fantastic win for the Super Eagles. Kudos to them. Would have liked more, but 6 is a very good one. Since we beat Sao Tome 10-0 in our first match, they've not considered more than 2 goals, and today they considered 6. They drank 6. So a really good performance by the boys. The game wasn't an intense game at all. It was played at training pace, honestly. Very slow, players walking a lot. But we got the win, top of the group, very easy. And yeah, we look forward to seeing what the boys can do in Ivory Coast when the AFCON proper kicks off in January of 2024. This game is not an indication, but a good one nevertheless. That guy was just asking for a Siemens jersey. That guy was asking for a Siemens jersey. But the Siemens talk say, I don't promise somebody already. And I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. The guy was asking for a Siemens jersey. The Siemens said, I don't promise somebody already. So I don't forgive you. Sorry, bro. You see how it is? Even the Sao Tome players are fans of our players. Even the Sao Tome players are fans of our players. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for joining the watch along. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all those that supported the stream. You can still leave a super chat, leave a super sticker, support the channel, support the efforts. 16 shots, 7 on target, only 1 shot in the whole game for Sao Tome and Principe, and it was off target. 73% possession, 9 corner kicks, total domination. Total domination. Osimhen to surpass Yakini's record, 1,000%. Osimhen now has 20 goals, if I'm not mistaken. 20 goals for the Super Eagles. I fully expect him to surpass Yakini's record. Who is the man of the match? Isaac Opoke. Yusuf, answer that question. Man of the match. Come on. Who else now? Who else? Who else can be man of the match? Of course, Victor Osimhen. Of course, Victor Osimhen. Osimhen has 20 goals. Yakini has 27. But Osimhen has like 10 more years to score those 17 goals or 18 to surpass the record. Osimhen is only 24, if I'm not mistaken. He has like 10 more years that he can use to score goals. So I really have no doubts that Osimhen would break that record. If he scores even just once every 2 games, he will still break the record. Another thing is that, to be fair, in today's football, we play a lot more matches than we used to play in the past. And obviously that works in Osimhen's favor. But Osimhen will break the record for sure. I don't really have any doubts in my mind. I don't really have any doubts in my mind. Osimhen is going to make history as a Nigerian player, man. Is quite a really proper talent for us to have. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for joining. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, like. If you're watching on Facebook, follow the page, like the channel, subscribe. Subscribe. We have a lot of quality Nigerian content that we always put out. It's not only watch along we do. We put out quality content. Exclusive interview with Ashley Plumter is going to be on YouTube tomorrow. Exclusive interview with Ashley Plumter is going to be on YouTube tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Very interesting interview, almost 1 hour long, because We dove into so many different things about her love for Nigeria, playing at her first World Cup, that game against England, and so much more. Ashley Plumter, always a fun person to talk to. And, she spoke about a lot in our interview. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss that. Also, on your screen, you can get your own Nigeria football phone case. You can get your phone case. You can support the brand in so many different ways. Yeah. Osima is different gravy, bro. Different gravy. Different gravy entirely. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. If you want to join the conversation, we're going to start a new live um, shortly to talk about the match, to react, to hear from fans, hear what you guys have to say about the performance. I'll be live on Instagram. Um, I'll be live on probably YouTube and Facebook as well to talk about the game. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye bye.